Hi, boys and girls. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about shapes. So we have four 3D shapes or solid figures that we've talked about. We have our sphere, we have our cone, we have our cube, and we have our cylinder. So those are the four shapes we're going to look at. First, let's think about this problem. Jackson wants to find a solid figure. A solid figure has flat sides and it rolls. Does anyone notice any solid figures that have flat sides and rolls? So I'm looking up here and I'm noticing some. This first sphere, it rolls, but it doesn't have any flat sides. How about this cone? Yes, it has a flat side. And also, if you lay it on the other side, it would roll. This cube has flat sides, but it does not roll. We already know that the cone rolls. How about this cylinder? It has flat sides, but would it roll? Yes. If you turn it on its side, it would roll. Here's our sphere. This sphere would roll, but it does not have flat sides. Look at the rest of this page and see if you can spot anything else that would roll and has flat sides. You may notice that this is a cylinder too. Although it looks different from this one, it still has the same characteristics. It has two flat sides and then it also rolls. So this one would be a shape that Jackson could find and use. Over here's another cylinder, and we could circle that one. Then the last one that you may have noticed would work is this cone. All right, my friends, so today we're going to watch a little video, and Jackson over here is going to help us a bit, learning a little bit more about our 3D shapes.
Jackson has a cube, a cone, a sphere, and a cylinder. Let's compare these solid figures. Look at the sphere, the cylinder, and the cone. How do these shapes move?
So think about that question. How do those shapes move? You may notice, and even just by the way that we are looking at them right now, that they roll.
They roll. What about these shapes makes them able to roll? Part or all of them is round. The cube and the cylinder are stacked. Why can we stack the cylinder and the cube?
Why do you think we can stack the cylinder and the cube? You may notice that they both have flat sides.
The cube and the cylinder each have a flat side. Which shapes can slide?
So notice these three shapes. Do you think all three of these could slide?
The cube, the cone, and the cylinder can all slide. Why can they slide? They can slide because they each have a flat side. Now you know how to compare solid figures.
So with Jackson's help, we just talked about what shapes roll, which shapes slide, and then which shapes can stack. And you see some common characteristics between these four shapes. Let's look at our independent work today. So over here, this first one, they've done it for us. It's a little example. So this is just for you to look at it, and you'll try number 2 and then the rest of these problems. So look at the stacked solid figures on the left. See those? Then draw a circle around the solid figures that stack. So you see these two cubes, and notice how they stack. What you're going to do is you are looking at these other three options. So we have a cube, a sphere, and a cylinder. you're trying to notice which of these three options also stack. So I know that my cube stacks, so I circle that one. Then I also know a cylinder would stack, so I circle that one. Number two, what you're going to look for is a figures over here, solid figures that roll. So this sphere, they're showing us that the sphere rolls. Does this cube roll? No. Does this cone roll? Yes. Does this cylinder roll? Yes. Although they're not on the side right now to show that they roll, we know that if you just lean this over, that'll roll. And the same thing with the cylinder. So you're going to work on the rest of your math pages today. You may need an adult buddy or an older buddy to read some of these directions to you, but you're going to work on this page. You'll start to figure out possibly what each one of these shapes means. But as you go through, you're going to circle some shapes here on this page after you read the directions down below with an adult buddy. And then you're also going to work on this page. So that's our math work for today. I hope you learn a little bit about our solid figures or 3D shapes, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.